Ladies and gentlemen, good day and welcome to Share India Securities Limited Q4 FY23 earnings conference call hosted by Antique Stock Broking Limited. As a reminder, all participant lines will be in the listen-only mode, and there will be an opportunity for you to ask questions after the presentation concludes. Should you need assistance during the conference call, please signal an operator by pressing star then 0 on your touchtone phone. Please note that this conference is being recorded. I now hand the conference over to Ms. Vidisha from Antique Stock Broking Limited. Thank you, and over to you.
Thank you, Ranju. Good evening, everyone. We have with us the entire management team of Share India Securities, represented by Mr. Kamlesh Shah, who is the Managing Director, Mr. Rajesh Gupta, who is the Non-Executive Director, Mr. Sachin Gupta, who is the CEO and Whole-Time Director, and Mr. Abhinav Gupta, who is the President. We also have with us Mr. Concall, who is the CEO of U-Trade Solutions. With this, I shall now hand over to Mr. Kamlesh Shah for opening remarks. Over to you, sir.
Yeah, thank you, Vidhi Madam. Good evening, everyone. First of all, thank you to all the investors for joining this call today. Share India has 29 years of successful journey. Share India has made rapid growth over last 5 years and blossomed into fintech broker with strong domestic presence and sizable international operation at GIFT City. In terms of business volume, Share India occupies a premier position among the industry peers. We are among top 10 in terms of turnover in all segments and capture around 5% market share of option trading with more than 12,000 crore average daily turnover. I am extremely happy to share the performance of the company for financial year 2022-23. Financial year 23 was a blockbuster year in the history of Share India. In spite of industry headwinds led by increase in the interest rates globally on account of high inflation, regulatory reforms, and also geopolitical issues that we all are aware of. We would like to highlight first Q4 performance. In Q4, we recorded more than 340 crores of revenue compared to 293 crore in Q4 March 22. This was highest revenue in one quarter. First ever quarterly profit after tax of more than 100 crores, which gives a strong growth of 40% year-on-year basis and 15% on quarter-on-quarter basis. EPS of 33.09. So overall, this was the blockbuster quarter for the year. If you see the annual figure, you will be even more pleasantly surprised. Company recorded highest ever annual profit after tax of 330 crore against INR 201 crore year 2021-22, showing a strong growth of 60%. First ever annual revenue of more than 1,000 crore, In fact, the revenue for the year is 1100 crore. More than 1000 crore of net worth versus 458 crores of net worth in the year 21-22. Earning per share also has clocked a century. It is more than 100. The 7-year CAGR is close to 77%, which is among the highest in the industry. Profit after tax margin for the year is more than 30%. EBITDA margin for the year is more than 45%. This year, 30% of our profit amounting to rupees 101 crore of the consolidated PAT is coming from our subsidiary, showing overall growth as a group. We are good on capital front as well. Recently, we successfully completed of more than 800 crore. That combines shares and partly paid warrants. This was also unique in the industry and it has benefited our shareholders the most. Currently, being at more than 1000 crore of net worth is also a highlight for the year. In the year 2018, when our company got listed, we were having profit after tax of near 15 crore and net worth of just 73 crore. After 5 years, just 5 years, and we see fantastic growth of 2,100% in PAT and 1,295% growth in the net worth. This translates into profit after tax of 330 crores and net worth of 1,018 crores. Other highlights during the year were 11 subsidiaries who cater all the financial products, market maker in GIFT City, SGX Nifty, which is going to be renamed as the GIFT Nifty from 3rd of July, and it will be actively traded. It will be shifted from Singapore and actively traded at GIFT City, Ahmedabad. Top performing company in the listed space. We are also included in MSCI Small Cap Index. We are doing, along with giving back to the society with the by sharing shares. Not only with money, but real upliftment of society by providing skill development and involvement of Share India management. Focused growth strategy for going forward with penetration of retail participation through U-Trade algos. This is again a unique feature of the company, and we are going to provide algo to the retail investors. And this is one of the kind, and it will change the entire ecospace of the broking industry. We are thankful to our stakeholders for more prominently our employees, investors, our associates, exchange partners, regulators, bankers, clients, and industry as a whole. Thank you for your trust and confidence in Share India. I open floor for any questions or observations by our esteemed investors. Thank you.
Thank you. We will now begin the question and answer session. Anyone who wishes to ask a question may press star and 1 on the touch-tone telephone. If you wish to remove yourself from the question queue, you may press star and 2. Participants are requested to use handsets while asking a question. Ladies and gentlemen, we will wait for a moment while the question queue assembles. The first question comes from the line of Ashwin, an individual investor. Please go ahead.
Hi, good afternoon, everybody. Well, I have 2 questions. So, my first question is that how is the revenue categorized up by the segments, the total revenue which has been generated by the company? And the second part of this first question is that how strong is the client base of our company?
Abhinav, would you like to take this question?
Sure, sir.
And significant supplement is required.
Okay. So thank you. Thanks a lot for your question. So to answer your first query, around 30% of our revenue came from client business. around 10% came from NBS. The technology and the insurance and the service-related businesses constituted around 3%, and remaining was the proprietary. Concerned, the total number was around 28,000, growing rapidly since we launched our IBT platform in September. So the growth in number of customers has been tremendous, and we've just launched U-Trade Algos. So going forward, you would see a significant jump as far as the number of clients are concerned. Thank you. Yes, understood. And the second question that I have, since you mentioned U-Trade Algos, which is related to that only. In regards to U-Trade Algos, one, what is the product plan, and what is the customer acquisition trajectory that you see going forward? That how well this platform is going to work for the company, and number of customers expected in near term and the long term.
Sachinji, would you like to comment?
I think Kunal can answer this question. Kunal, can you please answer the question?
Sure. I'll take this. So thanks for the question. I think overall, in terms of the product, we've been working on this U-Trade Algos product for a number of years across Share India, U-Trade, and other group teams. We've launched its beta version, which is the first version in the market in April this year. By end of June, we are going fully public with this product with big bang marketing planned around it and the full product launch. The product has gone through intensive testing in the meanwhile in the last few weeks, and it's ongoing, in which we have achieved the fastest latency any Indian retail algo platform can have. We've brought the latencies from seconds in the market down to milliseconds now. The product has some great features in which users can build their own algos. You can choose to try it out on utradalgos.com, as well as they can use some of the inbuilt algos of U-Trade, which is called U-Trade Originals, where you can see the performance and choose to run them and deploy them. It has many more features, and we'll keep adding them as we go along. By end of June, we are doing a full market-wide launch. So that's a broad product plan, and there are many more features and functionalities coming as we go along. We'll keep you posted with the updates every few weeks, months, and quarters, and you can follow on social media as well to track all this. In terms of the number of users, our broad target is to get 2 lakh customers within 2 years from now. That's a target we are working towards. I hope I've answered your question. Thank you.
Thank you so much for that, and all the best for the future.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Next question comes from the line of Divyansh Sarda from ITI Alternate Fund Management Limited. Please go ahead.
Hi, good afternoon, everyone, and congratulations on such huge and good sets of numbers. I just wanted to know about an overall view which the management has on the regulatory landscape, especially given the new regulations and how SEBI is intervening, or like SEBI is coming in on the PMS side, and if you can just put your views on the regulatory landscape, something.
Sachinji,
regulator is creating an environment where they want to make Indian market more secure for the retailers, and eventually it will give confidence to all the stakeholders, all the participants in the broader market. Yes, it's a process, and once you go through this process, it's a bit painful. But if I look at the broader perspective, so it's always good to have a much more regulated system, so that every person should have the full confidence on this entire system, because eventually they all are playing with the money. Nobody wants that by some misguidance or by any means someone should be able to fool you with your own money. So whatever regulator is doing, it's fine. And yes, there are a lot of new regulations are coming in terms of on 2nd May, they have started the pre-allocation one. People will take bit time to adjust it, but I hope eventually market has to grow and things will come in line. And again, regulators come with the mutual fund order recently, where they have included brokerage in TER. So that's a huge change in the mutual fund study. So see, broader aspect is that it's a bit painful in short term, but in long term, it's good for the investor confidence and for the entire ecosystem. So I believe this particular financial year will be more on the, more consolidations will happen, more and more regulations will come from the side. People will have to accommodate and adjust to these regulations. We might not see huge growth coming in this year, but the people who will, consolidate their business will see big profit potential in coming years. So happening due to this regulation, there's a lot of brokers or mid-sized brokers losing interest in the business, and we can say the business has become viable for them. So like us, that's why we came with the right issue, and the idea was to raise funds so that Share India can be one of the preferred company where they can merge their business, they can think of doing business with us. So I believe this gives us more opportunity in terms of acquiring attractive businesses from the industry. And once, if you sustain this year, particularly this particular year, then things are going to be bright. Like industry is growing, economy is stable. If government repeats itself at the next election year, then we believe India is now we don't see 5 trillion as a target. If the way central government is executing things, so 7-8 trillion is definitely on card for the next 10 years. So why not India will and you have a regulated environment, it will enhance the confidence of the investor. So I am bit conservative for this year only, but in a longer term I am positive with all the compliance.
Okay. And my second question is regarding the industry forecast which the management makes, especially in the contrast to the discount brokers versus the traditional brokers. That there are a lot of traditional brokers